Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Mayar. This is the third video. The first video we create a WSDL. The second video we just write some code. And on this one we want to create the exception for a compute node. Another video I will create the exception in a Java compute node. But before I do that, when I send the request, my base message, I have a namespace which is same ES, but when I receive the response, I receive NS2 namespace 2. I just want same thing. I shouldn't come this way, and also on body it comes something way different. So how should we fix that? Let's first fix that and then go. We must set output because we want a namespace to come and output. It is soup up to this point is same thing. The before was body. Right now we want to work on a context. cc context. We work on a context. So after context you put dot, they give you a lot of options, but we want to work with a namespace. You see operation type, operation, XML declaration, those stuff, but we want to work with a namespace. Namespace dot, then we need to specify the namespace declaration. We give it on a parenthesis. We say soap dot name space namespace declaration. We need, after that, when you say namespace, we need to add the namespace. Go back to your we need to add this namespace. What is for this namespace equal to whatever we declare it right here. This is the first. We will also we need it for the namespace MAS. So let's copy, and this time again names is a context namespace. This time if you go back to your application base message, there's another namespace. We use that one. And with VMS as the MS, clean those stuff. Okay, now it's fine. So let's run and deploy. Okay, finish. Complete. This time it comes the namespace right here, one image namespace, and also we get a soap. So we fix that. You could bring more changes to your code, but let's go back to code. And if you pay attention, we just type our DNS directly, DNS table name our schema name and table. Let's take all three of them, create external variable for that. We will set first the DNS. I said declare my DNS because it's external. I told you external is a constant, and what type is a character. Now we will add it to, and we also need to declare the declare my schema. I say external, the external keyword we usually get, and also this is a character. The character we need to put it in right here, and we will put our table name too. Because that way we don't need to come change it anytime. My table. Okay, we have a tree, my DNS, my schema, my table. How to use this one? We're gonna copy that one and come all the way. If you wanna use on a runtime those stuff, we need to add this bracket, because that on a runtime they will pick it our data from right here, and same thing we will add to those two more. We just add this bracket, and now we will pass it right here, our schema and our table. So it will work on the runtime. It will take the value from there, the name of my DNS schema, and also I will add it to right here. I'm gonna add it to right here as well. Now this thing would be carried on a runtime. So okay, it's fine, it work, and we will check the with the exception. Let's create the exception, and we will think about what else we could bring a changes on those and make it less code and better code. Let's go and write the exception. First let's create one exception. You could throw the exception, is up to you, but I wanna give them wrong DNS name. Okay, and send it. Yep. Now it calls exception. So if you read it, say data source name is not found. It fine. You wanna get in and catch that exception. Let's get in. And one more thing, just let's make that one bigger. I wanna explain something. It's on exception. If you read the exception list, first is exception list. You say it has a one sibling. That would be a first sibling and also last sibling. On that has a lot of sibling, but on the last sibling there is a more data in it. To each last sibling it add more data, like you keep doing it to another sibling. If you come another, and there is a like tax, we wanna pick this, like we wanna cut this one each time. We wanna collect all of them, but and also I will pick this number to be my string code. And also if you come back to your you will check our message fault. It is said body fault. I just want to send fault code and string. I will collect all the text and add it right here and put a number right here. So let's see it. How we do that. So I want to collect this text, and also on insert I want to collect this one as well. On insert I want to collect this, and plus this one I will collect. So let's how we do that. You could copy the tree and see it and analyze it before what you do. Okay, I want to get up to this point. Let's copy some code. Not talk about this one, but right now up to if you check right here, it's a body and response. It is input. I wanna get exception list. I shouldn't copy input exception list dot. After dot I wanna add in the bracket. If I add this one, that means first child. If I have the less than, that means last child. I wanna get after. See, I wanna get the first child. So you could also specify one, everything. You could say anything with the one, like get the first child, but I want to use it this way. Either you just say the 1 2 3, like which child you want, or just use this sign. So that means first child, another is the last child. I want a first child, which is this, and this also would be last child because there's a note anything. This will become first child and last child. So let's call this one input exception with another e, so because in case there's not a reserved word. And we will create output dot soup. If you check, it say fault. We will add fault because right here is a response. We add that one. And I will add output exception, input exception. I wanna right now add data to this too. And before I do that, I need to take some information from right here. Like I wanna collect all the text and number and I insert data. So let's how we do that. I wanna like fold this too, so that way I remember what I'm doing. I wanna declare. You could declare any name. It's a character. I want to initialize it with empty, and same thing. And also I want to call this my fault string, and I want to create the insert because the data will come from the insert tags. Let's say my insert tags. Three things I want to collect from insert tags. I want to collect tags from a regular sibling. I want to collect tags and number. So we need to use the while loop. We can't do it like straightforward. We will use while. Just tap WH and pick this one. And you say, when I say last move, like move this sibling, like each till is become the hint. It's the last move. Last move till to hint. If it's nothing, then come out. You will move that one. If you control space, no. Control space, they give you first child. First child would be the name, something. First child. If you say from recovery, if you say first child is the name. If you say last child, that would be this guy, database, exception. If you say next sibling, like that would be also the file. The next sibling land, next sibling function. You keep doing that. If you do parent, if you do in parent from right here, because we are right here, that will go back to exception list. If you see previous children, that would be also go back for and two is different. So we will use the last keyword, come to a last sibling. So we want a last sibling. So like each time move it to a last sibling. If it come to this sibling, next time move it to last sibling. If it come to right here, then move it also to last sibling. Each time move it to last sibling. Just we said it that way. And we need to use the F keyword. F keyword. I want to use F keyword, like we check if the exception has if the tax is not empty. I want to check the failed value. You could put it directly, doesn't matter, but I want to do it this way. Dot, you see this move to the first child. I want to get the two text. If this has a text, I will say is not null. If it's not null, I want to collect it. I want to collect my all tax. I want to set false string. I want to collect everything to right here. I want to concatenate everything. Okay, this would concatenate everything. Before that also, I want to gauge the number. I don't want to concatenate the number, just get one of this number, because that would be a two-man number. If you want, you could do that as well. Let's see, and this will be my code. I want to get the value. You could put just straightforward, that's fine, but I want to code it this way. One, that you will learn failed value. You just want a value from the number and say okay. I want a code, and right now also I want the insert. How should we get to insert? We use another nested if loop. When you nested if loop, they will go to that as well, like which is up to this point, input exception list, then insert, then tax. So how should we do that? We use the one another nested loop. Just type if, they give you the option. I said we because we are already to this sibling, we say sibling dot, after that we want to come to insert, after insert we want to come to text dot text, then say is not null. And also I want to use the is a my way of coding. You don't need to add this one, you could add it directly. I want to check if that has a value, and if it has a value I want to add it to my, I want to do kind of same thing to it. And then my insert string, then concatenate everything, like each time we will move this one to the procedure. You could move that one to procedure, you will see less code and clean, and you call it from anything. Okay, I think that was the simplest. You could pick any information from right here. The severity, make sure the severity, if it's 3 that means error, if it's 2 that means warning. I think I'm gonna find what is 1. There's like 1, 2, 3, but 3 is an error, 2 is a warning, and the first one I forgot. But you could pick the label, you could pick the name tag, all those information is very useful. So if you want to pick any of those information, want to create it, is up to you. It is fine. Let's say complete and complete it, redeploy. Okay, it's deploy, and let's send it. One other thing, I think we forgot it because we used the label. We need to add this label to go to exception, and we need to add this label, and we will pick this code from right here. We already wrote it, the output local environment, this, and paste it there. And compute exception, I wanna add this one. Come and add it, save. Now let's deploy it, redeploy it again. And send a message. First, always do the simple thing. Once you make it simple, then create a, if you want it, you could make it a little bit advanced. So it's all up to you. Right now I made it so simple. Let's move on. Exception come, okay, no response yet. Let's check what is the issue. Oh no. Let's resend it. Because we didn't create the output, that's why. We cut the exception. On this, the insert doesn't work, we will check what is it, but we cut the exception. So let's check, let's create the output. set output. If we check on output is code first, there's no dot code, we will add code. Dot string, we will add string. Let's copy. We will add code. We will add string. Let's send this to this two first, then see. And then we gonna add. We gonna fix the insert as well. This two data is coming from right here. Okay, let's send it again. Let's complete it. Okay, this time. Okay, missing again. Why do we miss body soap? No, this one. We just soap. We add this one. We add fault. Okay, let's check. Up to fault, we gave them a soap body as a body. Yeah, and that's a body. Then we gave them that. Fine. Body we created, and the output exceptionless output exception dot fall code. Fall code. String code. Then we pass it and we send it. Okay, let's redeploy. Sometime it doesn't. It should work. So let's make it simple. I want to take everything off what goes. Let me take it off those one and come back. So I made everything simple. So I just wanna like add all the string. That's all I want. And also I just got a number right here. I could add a, what do you call the, if you want to add the insert string, you could add as well. Let's send that one and deploy. And one more thing to learn, like if you want to talk to a label, you don't need to specify use that code, and I just like uncode, I uncode that one and say propagate to a label and give the label name. That's all you do. Propagate to a label and the label name. It will go come to whatever label you put. I put this label, it would come to this label. Okay, let's send it. Let's complete it. Okay, now it come and let's check that code. No, you see I got code, I got all the string. Okay, see you on the next video. We will brought more changes. Let's write first our complete application, then we will look where to bring changes, then we're gonna rethink. Okay, see you on the next video for the Java code.